pretty damn.
You've got to hit it well because all the other classic guys are doing it, it seems.
I know. I saw that photo of Andy and Niall. I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw. I think Andy put the post up, and I was like, those boys have two of the best like classic front lap spreads that you'll ever see.
Yeah.
So good.
They're
No,
both so different, but they're both so goddamn good.
Yeah, man. I mean, Andy's quads actually made Horse's quads look average
the
because
horse
they
is
were in
such
the
a
out.
his look is obviously so different now.
Who's that?
Horse.
Yeah, I think he was because Andy and Horse were in the same call out and they were kind of next to each other. I think it was like middle of the pack, like 30 through to 35. And yeah, man, he was making Horse's quads look like not to say they weren't impressive, but I think they were like the same size or comparable in size, but Andy's detail in his quads is just
Yeah,
nuts.
it is insane. The detail
Makes
that
me
he has in general is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It just depends what the judges want, what they're looking at on the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, you saw someone, I was just going to say, like Diego, I don't know how far away he is from his cap, but like if he can keep growing, I mean, he's crazy.
I think he said in a post that he's got like 10 pounds still.
Yeah.
That's perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Because a little bit more size to the chest and the arms, I think he's phenomenal.
He
Yeah.
was really impressive, but he's not someone who my eyes were really drawn towards. And I'm not sure if that was because I was focused on other people. Like, obviously, I noticed him when he came out. We both said that because you're like, oh, it's that guy that won the fucking Brazilian show, or whatever it was, like 3 months ago or whatever. But my eyes weren't really drawn to him in the big callouts. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if just because he was the shorter of the lot in those,
I think
6 to 10 or 4 to 10. They were all tall people. You know what I mean? So.
he's basically the way I look at his physique is it's like alien-esque. It's basically like Nile, but a little bit shorter. Because I was like, fuck, it'd be really cool to see those two next to each other because
Yeah.
they both have very similar strengths. They both have tiny waists,
Yeah.
beautiful structure, like structurally perfect. It would have been cool to see those two next to each other. Niall's just a little bit more advanced, but they both have, yeah, really similar structures.
Diego's back is crazy as well.
I know. That's why I was like, when he turned around to the rear, because I haven't really paid that much attention to him. I always knew he's got a crazy structure. I didn't know he was that balanced. He's actually lacking a bit more from the front, just like a bit more delt, a bit more chest,
Yeah,
and a
yeah,
bit more up. Like the quads are great, his hamstrings are great, his back is great. He's gonna be crazy in the next couple of years.
yeah, big time, big time. You obviously
Who
gone.
I was gonna ask you guys since you were there live in the flesh. Who impressed you the most? Not so much like, you could say Ramon, but like someone maybe who you hadn't expected or you wouldn't have expected to impress you as much as they did in person. Who would you say?
Fuck. Um, Sean Clarita. When I saw him come out this year, I was like, I audibly gasped. I was like, what the fuck is that? He was so much bigger, fuller, rounder. He looked nuts compared to his last showing. Like insane. In that prejudging, I honestly could have had Sean really pushing Keon, which is
Hmm.
insane to say. And I never would have said that until I saw that in person. But he was way closer than I was expecting by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people weren't expecting him to come in. I think they were expecting him to come in better because last year's showing wasn't particularly impressive. I think he's working with John Jewett now,
Yeah,
and I mean, I spoke to him when I was in Dallas, and he's basically just been training at home. Like he's got this awesome home gym, and because he's shorter than most people, like the standard pieces of equipment don't necessarily just work for him.
yeah,
So he has to like cherry pick pieces that work for his physique, which are, few and far between. So he was, yeah, I mean, like you say, I think just judging from the stream and from the stuff I saw online. He was significantly better than I think most people were expecting. He
yeah.
was probably back to what he looked like 2 or 3 years ago. I
I think
don't
he's
think
probably
he's,
better.
yeah,
I think from multiple, obviously, I can't compare to a few years ago, but from what people were saying, he was very much better than what he has been in the past. And apparently he was 10 pounds up from last year as well, which for him, like in the past when he's come in heavier, he's always had like midsection problems, but there was none of that. Like his midsection was tight as I thought he was going to beat Keon, and I wouldn't have been, I don't think anyone would have been mad about it. Um,
Yeah, look, if Keon wasn't just the most structurally ridiculous physique that we've just about ever seen, he
yeah.
would have beaten him
Well,
purely for
I thought Keon
right.
was going to leave the door open a little bit just because he was a tiny bit softer than last year, just a little bit. Like he was obviously
Mm.
still fucking peeled. But I thought just because of how dense Sean is and how fucking inside out he was, I thought that they might give it to him. But I don't think it was a wrong decision either way. I think Keon is obviously a rightful fucking a deserving winner for that. So
Yeah, you could say the same about all divisions, really. It's like it could have gone either way with 212 Open and Classic.
yeah.
They were all a bit of a flip of the coin at the end of the day. Like, which physique do you subjectively prefer? You
I
know?
think in terms of who impressed me as well, Justin impressed me, especially when he turned around to the back, because I expected an improved back because like obviously he's been working hard for it, but like to see how much like they obviously did the alphabetical call outs and to see how like he had the best back in the alphabetical lineup call out, like it was fucked. So I was stoked to see how improved he was. Um,
Do you
who
know, just before you go on, that gives me a lot of um like reason to be optimistic
Yeah,
because he's so wide that in the past his back was just so shallow. It was lacking a lot of detail and a lot of depth.
yeah,
And to see how much detail he managed to bring this time around versus last time around in such a pretty short period of time is like to me, I'm like, okay, that gives me a bit of reason to be positive and optimistic for next year.
yeah, bro.
Because he's
It was night and day for last year.
yeah.
I obviously saw him last year as well. Like it was a completely different bodybuilder. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I was just going into this show expecting his back to be shit, to be honest.
yeah, fair enough.
And when I saw him come out, I was so convinced that it was just going to be poor. I was like, okay, it looks all right. And then I saw him in the lineups, and that was when I was like, okay. Like my initial look was probably a little bit skewed because I was just biased, thinking it was going to be average. But
Yeah.
he's beating a lot of these guys in the rear double, which you would not have expected.
Yeah. Like as soon as he came out, we both said first call up. Like immediately first call up.
Yeah.
And he was the first person that Steve called as well. Um
Yeah, yeah, he
it was
was.
crazy. Like it was just like holy fuck, you know? Um
But he did look that good when as soon as
yeah.
he walked out by himself, you could tell he was going to be
And he was on.
first call out.
They nailed it, yeah. Um Niall was obviously fucking insane, but like Niall was impressive because I think we met him at the athletes meeting 2 nights before, and to see how big he was in person, like the cunt's like fucking 6'2", and he's just huge, like he's just a big person. So to then like know what he looks like, when you're kind of standing next to him, to then see him on stage, you kind of have like a bit of like understanding of the scaling of him. Like it was
Mm.
like fuck, like this cunt is massive. So he was really impressive.
Just
So
to circle back to Justin, what did you think of his side chest? Because I usually like it when he posts it just on Instagram, but I don't know if it was doing him too many favors with the way that he was hitting it. I don't know what you guys thought being there in person.
I liked it. I thought he hit it well. I like the way he hits it because he can get away with it, and it's such a different way of hitting it. But I think it's just fucking weird, but like cool.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, his hands are
Maybe he was
retarded.
he was typically on the outside of the call outs, like he was never in the center. So I think on the stream it always looked like he was overly twisting.
Yeah,
Um, but I mean, judging by that photo, like I don't think that's true. So it actually like that photo looks sick.
Yeah. When I even said to Josh, I was like, this is the next C-bum,
yeah.
like for sure. Like structurally, he looks nuts in person. Nuts.
And he's another one. He's like fucking 6'1".
He's humongous.
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember Dean saying when he saw him in the flesh that he really stood out. Like he was particularly impressed with him because he's just so structurally big.
Yeah. He is fucking massive. Like, yeah, it's so interesting to kind of like see in person. Like that's come up so much. It's so interesting to see in person, like who you can kind of like see as like that next kind of top caliber of guys. Like, I think Niles obviously in there, Justin's in there, Menegard. I would put Menegada in there as well. Diego, like all of these guys are just so fucking impressive, and you just know that like in the next few years they're all going to be moving up as the other guys start. I'm not dropping off, but you know what I mean. Like
Oh, 100%.
as
I mean,
placings
just
can get a little bit closer and switched around a bit more.
yeah, I mean, just the rate in which all of these guys are improving. Like, if you're looking at Justin now, like he's not got too many weak spots. I think his arms have come up tremendously. His back has come up tremendously. I don't think he'll need to arch his back as much when he gets a bit more thickness through the back as well. I think he's arching a bit too heavily.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, the
But yeah,
Nile was obviously incredibly impressive. I'll find his fucking individual when we get there. Actually, here we go.
he was. I mean, we kind of spoke to it beforehand. I think we were expecting this. A lot of people weren't, but he just lived up to the expectations that I had pretty much.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really did.
Super impressive. Like our front line is fucking
Because
legit.
I think with Niall as well, like he posts legitimate check-ins as well on Instagram. He's not one of these bodybuilders who is posting some bullshit check-in photos. They're straight in the backyard, natural lighting. You see how fucking insane he looks in that kind of lighting. You know he's gonna look mental on stage. Like it's just it looks wild in person.
Yeah. It was
You
so
know, when
gone.
oh, I was just going to say when they did the two-man, was it a two-man call out with him
Yeah.
and Zamar? And I was like, fuck, man, when you stand next to Jose Mar, he actually made Niall look a little bit soft, which he wasn't. He was not soft at all.
Yeah.
But just standing next to Jose Mar, I was just like, I knew that they were going to reward Jose Mar because of the conditioning. And he impressed me a lot. I think it's weird. I just think he's getting better at presenting his physique in a
Yeah.
more classic way. His posing's improved. And he's just so fucking detailed, man.
He came out and we were both just like, fuck me. Like he
Yeah.
is probably the most conditioned man I've ever seen in my life. Like his back
Yep.
double, it just shits on everyone else's. Like it's not even close.
It's better than most open guys back double. Like that is
That,
fucking so ridiculous.
It just doesn't.
yeah, he's crazy.
How is that even fit into classic?
Yeah, it's all
Oh.
of the weights in his fucking back, honestly.
Look at it.
Yeah, he's
Do
very,
you
very
think
impressive.
he's probably one with less upside though? Because I mean, we're assuming that he's probably on the cap,
Yeah, he's got to be
Yeah.
close to it. But he's all,
and
but I would say that he was last year and he's improved so much.
that is true.
So it's interesting.
I just look at his physique and I think that I mean you can't change the insertions of your quad sweep, which is I think the only kind of drawback to his look.
Yeah.
Logan was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. I don't know if it was like we both thought he was a little bit light, hey, in
Yeah.
the tan. Um, I don't know. I just guess their peak wasn't as good as Arnold, but like he looked big. Like
Mm.
he looked really he can see like he's improved in terms of his shape. He's done a fucking good job at that. So I don't know, maybe they just need to do another show and nail the peak or whatever they decide to do.
I mean, we saw him. Who was he? Who did he compete against in the middle of the year? Did he do the Arnold and he just lost to?
Like,
Yeah, that's right. It was quite close. So he was just as big, but I think he was just more dry and he just looked more peeled. He wasn't like bad at the Olympia. He actually improved his Olympia placing this year compared to last year.
was it
Yeah,
improved?
see the skin just looks a lot thinner, you know?
Yeah, he was just whatever they did at Arnold's, they nailed that look for sure.
And it's
Yeah.
he wouldn't have been in condition for the Olympia. He
Yeah,
always gets peeled.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it
That
was just a pacing thing and a color thing as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It is because he was fucking he like
He made a lot of people look very small.
yeah, like size wise, he was fucking awesome. Like you could see he's improved so much in terms of just the amount of muscle that he's put on. But yeah, it was a little bit underwhelming, which is I guess you just fucking get that on big jobs, don't you?
Ramon looked absolutely fucking incredible in person. Like so polished, so granite hard. It was very, very, very impressive. They nailed it.
Crazy.
Nailed it.
They did. They definitely
I
did.
I kind of like how he shaved his moustache as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He
It
looks good.
looks
With no facial
it
hair.
looks like a Chad. It looks
So he just enhances the level of his cheekbones. Like he just looked so peeled from the face as well.
Yeah,
look
it's
at that.
fucking like that.
Handsome Squidward right there.
He uploaded this one like
Yeah.
we saw like just before he came on. It was like, fuck, this
Oh,
guy is
oh,
on.
man, that is such oh,
Look at that face, bro.
yeah. The condition
No,
insane.
Yeah, he was fucking inside out. It was I think it was a very, very deserved
Yeah,
win.
yeah. That's how he looked in person. Like he looked so crazy.
Yeah, like these videos do him justice. Like it was so fucking impressive. And I guess last but not least we have runner up.
oh, we could. What about Terrence as well?
Yeah.
Terrence as well. Terrence didn't
He
again,
never stands out.
yeah, he didn't stick out to me, you know what I mean? I'm not sure why or what it was. Like he was impressive and he was fucking inside out as well. Like his back double was crazy, his glutes were
Yeah.
inside out. But just not sure what it was. I just felt like he got a little bit, I'm
It's
just
the
not sure.
lighting.
Pardon?
I think it's the lighting for sure.
Yeah, maybe. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, because a
It
lot of
just
people
doesn't.
up close, he looked very, very good, like
Yeah.
winner potential,
Yeah.
But just
I mean,
from the live stream and further away, it's either his skin tone or just, it's the yeah, like you said, the lighting. It just makes it so much harder to see all of his crazy detail. Um, regardless, it's tough.
because from watching the stream, like Terrence's physique was my favorite. I knew that he wasn't going to win though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tricky one. I mean, I said this to you guys. I just judging from the stream and trying to be a little bit more analytical and objective. I had Mike winning, but I'm not like that doesn't mean that I think it was a robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of like people overreacting to even I mean we'll get onto the Open as well, but it's like just because you have your own favorite or your personal favorite doesn't mean that because they didn't win that it was a robbery, you know?
Yeah. Like,
Mike is the sort of guy who I think he looks better when he's standing. Like he looks crazy standing by himself. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
he does expose like Ramon from a clavicle width standpoint, and I think his presentation, albeit Ramon's is phenomenal, I just my eyes are a little bit more drawn to Mike because his presentation is so clean and
Yeah.
Mike's
crisp.
color was very, very good as well.
And I think the shots that Ramon did win, they were very close, whereas I thought Mike absolutely teabagged him on the back double
And the
big
Yeah.
side
time.
chest.
The side chest is a weird one for me because I can agree that he beats Ramon on muscularity, but I was telling
The
Jake
shape.
the other day, like it's a retarded shot for him. Like it's fucking incredible, but I'm just not sure what it is about I don't see that as a classic champion physique.
I know the side chest or the
Just the
physique.
physique in general, like I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, the side chest as well. His legs were also like were definitely down from the back.
I thought he looked more classic this year than last year with that slightly downsized look.
Yeah, okay.
But I can see what you mean about the side chest. It just looks so dense and
Yeah,
bodybuilder-esque, you know.
yeah.
But
But I hate saying that because it is bodybuilding, you know what I mean? And like, I don't want to be like, oh, it looks like a bodybuilder. It's fucking supposed to look like a bodybuilder. But like, it just looks so like, yeah, I can't explain it, you know?
It
Like,
looks too dense to be a classic guy.
yeah,
I think that's fine if you want to have like if you're accepting of the idea of there being a degree of subjectivity where it's just like, look, these two athletes are near on perfect. Who
yeah,
do you prefer? And that's maybe just the way that they ended up judging it. Like I prefer Mike and you guys preferred Ramon, and that's sweet. That's bodybuilding at the
yeah,
end of
of
the day.
course.
But I hate when I see people speaking online about it being a robbery. Not so much in the classic with the bodybuilding and just in general. I think had it been the other way around, I think there would have been people saying that Ramon was robbed because he's so heavily supported
Bro,
online, and
the
Brazilians will go
the
crazy.
crowd whenever Ramon came out was fucking insane. Like the amount of Brazilians that must have been there was wild. Well, I saw a sea of fucking Brazilian flags at some point. It was crazy. Like they showed up and it was cool. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I can imagine there would have been a bit of an uproar if it didn't go Ramon's way. But yeah, look, like as much as I'm not a fan of Mike's physique, and I could see why if he won, why he could have won.
Can I ask you why you're not a fan of his physique?
I'm not sure. I still like your physique, Tom. Don't worry.
I
Just,
and I know that like there is a little bit of bias because we're the exact same height and he's wide and like there are some similarities
but
there.
I don't think his physique flows like yours does. Like, and like, there's just I don't really know how to explain it. Like, it's a weird thing for me. I just don't think it flows that nicely. And I don't know if it was Terrence say it on something as well, the way he explained Mike's physique as well. Like he kind of said the same thing. Like the flow of it isn't as like nice in a way. Like he has awesome shape, but it doesn't flow that nicely. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm trying to see it because I know that you've mentioned in the past about how almost straight his lats looked.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs a little bit of that Derek treatment to the top of the lat to create that bubbliness.
Yeah. Sure. Like
Because I mean, I
I don't
think
want
he's
to
just
take anything away from him. He's a fucking incredible bodybuilder. And if he would have won, I don't think I would have complained, Like I obviously prefer Ramon. And even then, I've never been a massive Ramon physique person. You know that. Um, but like, yeah, I'm not sure what it is about Mike's physique. Like, if he said I'm going to do bodybuilding, I'd be like, I'm getting behind this. You know what I mean? Like, he would be fucking incredible. But I can't see his physique as a classic champion physique, and I'm not sure why.
Mm.
I don't know.
Is it because I don't know actually? Yeah, look, at the end of the day, we're clutching at straws, and it's like
Yeah,
the top two or three, like the best in the world. So it's
yeah.
like
It really is like,
we're
yeah, it's a tough
we're,
one
we're
to
we're
kind of think about.
critiquing these guys with that in mind. It's not to take away from anything at all.
Of course.
So
Yeah, look, fuck it. At the end of the day, that the judges love him. Like he obviously Ramon beat him by one fucking point. Like it was very fucking close. So like
can I
that's
ask a question as well?
my opinion is only my opinion, and it's really uneducated if in terms of the judges.
Do you guys like the shape of his posing trunks? I like them.
Yeah, I like his posing trunks.
I like them from the back. I think they're a little bit too small from the front. I like the shape of them. Yeah,
They're very
yeah.
like V.
But I like
I
it.
was thinking,
I think it enhances his physique more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like Jose's.
No, Jose's were a bit strange. They were kind of like almost too straight.
Yeah, like underwear.
Logan's are the same. Logan's are very old school looking.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Niles were a bit similar to Mike's.
Yeah, I like
I like
the cut.
Yeah, they all had a kind of similar one. Yeah.
It just makes your quads look better if you have higher inserting quads.
Well, for Jose, it would have made his waist look a little bit smaller as well.
Yeah, you should have got small ones.
So, but yeah, that was that.
that was classic. That was good. It was look very very entertaining. And I know that there were so many athletes, so it's like I said it to you boys like during pre-judging. It's like, fuck, all right, let's get these comparisons cranked now. I've been looking at individual routines for an hour, but it was thoroughly entertaining.
Yeah, it was. Like it didn't like in the past, it probably has felt like a bit more of a drag watching all the individuals, but this year was just like it was cool. Like every athlete was just like fucking awesome to see. Like even the ones that you haven't heard of before and stuff. But every fifth athlete is like a big name, and it was like really cool. So it kind of made it a bit more worth it. Like it was good to watch. So
Do we have the are you able to pull up the scorecards?
I could try to find
Mm.
them.
They should be on NPC News Online
Yeah,
because I think there was a 1 point difference between Mike and Ramon. I
there
think it
is.
was 7 to 8.
That's what I said. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it was very close. And also interesting to see that they didn't judge finals.
Yeah, all they did, and they were just happy with it.
Yeah, so go down a bit? I just want to see like who rounded out the top 15 or oh Jayke.
I was happy to see
Yeah.
Jaehoon and fucking um Branch were in the same call out, which was cool.
Who's 14?
Yeah, so Branch didn't place either.
No, but obviously after 16 it just goes alphabetical again.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think
Branch,
if you're gonna have that many. Sorry, I was just going to say, if you have that many athletes, you should.
yeah,
I don't know, it's always been top 16, but they should probably place a few more people.
yeah, like up to 2025 or something.
Otherwise, it makes anything beyond 16 just not very exciting.
Yeah. It's hard because I can guess you can kind of pick where you are based on the call out though, like Branch wouldn't have
Yeah.
been far
No,
fucking thingy, so off thing, so
yeah. No, he would have been like 18th or something.
yeah. But it was cool to see them two in a call out together because last year I feel like they kind of fell all the way back, to almost that last call out, both of them. So it was cool to see them make their way up a little bit more.
That
I
Vegas
don't
guy
really.
was very
Yeah.
impressive,
Yeah.
I
massive.
thought Greg was impressive too.
I wasn't overly impressed by him, to be honest.
Who?
Grego.
No, I think he was a little bit. Can you see my Instagram?
Mm,
I think he was, I don't know, he was kind of the same as Logan for me. Like I don't know whether, something happened with the peak or whatever, but he didn't look as hard as he had done in the past. That you can see in the glutes in the back double as well.
that's true. Yeah, he actually doesn't look as hard here. I
No,
just remember looking at him thinking that he looks more classic than he has in the past.
maybe.
Like he's enhanced his shape a bit, but I agree looking at this, like he could have been a touch harder.
I can see that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually okay, looking at this now, I'm actually surprised he placed as high as he did, to be
Well,
fair.
Yeah.
we were the
I'm
same.
surprised, yeah.
Um,
Maybe I'm just like this because I've heard that he's a really nice guy and he just looks like a nice guy.
yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
I'm just biased.
I mean,
I'm not
I
a
don't
huge
know. Like
fan of
I would have had Fabian over him for sure.
Yeah, same, to be honest.
yeah. I was gonna say I'm not a huge fan of that Piota.
Neither.
No, no. He's too like
Thought
heavy in the arms and quads and nothing else.
Looks like an alien.
it's a cool physique, but it's a weird.
Yeah. Like it's wicked and it's like fuck, that's impressive. But like I feel like it's hard to see like and I think he's young as well, so he's obviously got a lot of room to grow, I'm sure, but there's definitely some holes that need to be filled in. But like
Like,
it's a holy fuck physique, but like this is crazy, but it's not like, you know.
how does Branch not beat that? I don't know. I don't see it. I didn't think Branch was that soft.
I thought Birch was good. I thought
Yeah.
Dae was good as well.
Yeah, they both were.
Mm.
We both would have had Justin higher as well.
Yeah, I could
Really?
put him in like that 6, 7 spot
Yeah.
comfortably.
So because he was ninth, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So did Fabian beat him, or did he beat?
Fabian was 11th. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Gregor was 10th. So I would have had Fabian beating Gregor quite handedly. And I definitely would have had Justin beating Michael de Bull.
oh yeah. Again, I mean, I've said this before. I'm not a
I
huge
would,
fan of the ball. I also just don't think, even from a bodybuilding criteria, I don't even think it was that like overwhelming.
No.
Must just like his
he's
shape.
very dense and 3D
Yeah.
compared to the other guys. He is very heavily muscled.
Michael.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's dense as
You're out of his
fuck.
fucking mind.
I just remember seeing the Justin versus Michael in a back double, and I thought it was fairly even.
I don't know.
And that,
Just in terms of like the actual muscle density and the look of the muscle in person, Michael looks fucking crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I still would have had Justin beating him, but
Yeah, off shape and
yeah.
everything alone. Probably,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Props to Michael though, he's incredibly consistent.
Yeah.
He never
Always nails it.
Does not miss.
Pretty sure he coaches himself as well.
really.
Yeah, he does. And he kind of just fucks off in the off season a little bit,
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
Yeah. What else? Open bodybuilding.
Mm.
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Crazy.
I honestly could have had Hardy winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardy beat him at finals.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I initially, I think after watching prejudging, I actually thought Hardy was maybe winning, and then because I didn't get a chance to watch enough of the comparisons from prejudging because I was doing stuff and I was legit watching from my phone. I was picking up my wedding band and I'm walking through the CBD, it's like, and then bump into a client and I'm just like trying to watch the Olympia, trying to do this, trying to do that. So from what I could see at prejudging, watching it on my phone, I was like, I think Hardy's got this. And then I was looking at it, on a big screen at finals, and I was like, okay, like I wouldn't be mad if it went either way, to
Yeah,
be honest.
it definitely could have, and
Yeah.
it definitely could have gone either way.
Derek was very overwhelming, I thought. He was just kind of the only one that like nailed it. Like, and to be fair, actually, Andrew nailed it, but Andrew just needs a little bit more sides in some places. If Andrew had that, fuck, I would have had him winning that show because the peak was perfect. He would looked big. He looked didn't look stringy at all. Like, obviously he's either kind of been either side of the fence before, but he fucking nailed it.
All-time best Andrew, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
So if he was just a little bit bigger, maybe in like, I don't know, the back and the little quads, maybe a little, and the hamstrings, maybe a little bit more. Fuck, crazy.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
side shows just let him down a lot.
Mm.
yeah. I still don't understand how he's not figured out how to hit that side chest properly.
It was definitely better.
Yeah, but
It was
no,
a little bit better, but it's still
it could be
it
so
looks
much.
very amateur
Yeah,
compared to the rest.
it
And
does.
it's impressive because he's fucking huge and he's in shape, but he's still lacking that level of professionalism with his presentation.
He's,
But I was impressed. Yeah.
he's
Sorry,
very,
you go.
he's very lazy with his posing as well. Like he looks like he doesn't care. I'm sure he
Yeah.
probably does, but it just looks like he doesn't.
It was weird because he looked very nonchalant, and then when he was kind of, I suppose, validated and he knew that he was in the top three, then you could see his energy kind of went up, and he was out fucking doing most musculars to some of his fans, and then I think Steve pulled him back in.
At
Um,
pre-judging, it was extremely lazy.
mm,
It was funny because when we were walking into prejudging, there was a security guard that was a bit of an asshole. Like he wouldn't let us bring like he let Maya bring her coffee in, but then wouldn't let us bring our water in. But we were like, fuck, whatever, trying to figure out like what we were going to do. So we're waiting off to the side. And Andrew walks in something because they had like almost like the airport security fucking metal detectors pretty much. So Andrew walks in holding a gym bag and the cunt's like 6 foot fucking three, like a massive person. And the security guard goes, "You can't bring that in here." And Andrew goes, "Fucking athlete." And then the guy goes, "Oh, okay." And just walks through. It was like a bit like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like this the security guard was like pissing us off because he's being an asshole. And it was so funny to see him kind of be like a bit embarrassed.
put in his place.
Yeah. It's like,
Power trip.
oh,
But
it's so funny.
man, Andrew with just a little bit more, I think, hamstring adductor
Yeah.
and presentation. He's Mr. Olympia. That I was so impressed with him. I mean, I don't know. I don't even think I would have been particularly mad if they gave it to him just because he does so handedly win so many of those front shots, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think third was fair enough. He definitely was way better than Samson.
He's
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
consistently getting better. So just one of those things that you have to reward. And Samson was very off. He was very downsized from what he was last year. Um, and it's just one of those things. Like when he came out for his individual, like he had like fucking aura about him, like a whole fucking room felt it. And then he looked amazing by himself. And then when he turned around, me and Jake were like, oh no, And then he stood next to everyone in comparisons, and we were like, fuck,
Yeah.
he's not winning. It
Because
was,
you've just got to assume that any of that extra tissue that he did add onto his back, he'd probably lost it all.
yeah. But he's like, I felt like Ian did that like breakdown video, and I think he perfectly described it where he said that Samson got like lost 20% fullness for 2% conditioning,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it just was not worth the trade-off.
No.
So,
Look
which
at and it's a shame, but it's the silver lining in this for him is that he knows now where he needs to be, which is not chasing the conditioning game to that degree.
yeah,
Just I mean, and then they'll have some objective data as well that they can look at. I'm sure he was probably 10 pounds lighter than what he was last year. I don't know.
yeah.
And I expect him to still be up and about next year for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I wonder what he's going to do. So it's going to
Well,
be,
he's qualified, so he can take the off season if he wants it.
yeah.
I'm sure he is qualified for life, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, not for
Yeah,
life. Oh, wait, Samson, Samson. I thought
Yeah.
Jordan Andrews. So sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
I honestly, with Andrew, I wouldn't have been mad anywhere from first to third. I thought he looked fucking nuts. And I'm not even a big Andrew fan, and I
No.
think he
So
looked so crazy. So crazy.
I think Baru's got a bit hot and done by personally.
I don't think he did. I didn't think he looked all that great.
I think he was really impressive. But I think he was kind of one of those guys that was just really balanced. So he kind of got lost a little bit. Like he doesn't have any outstandingly crazy body parts that jump out at you. You know what I mean? Everything just looks really nice and like really balanced. So yeah, I mean, that could be why we've always said that you kind of have to have a bit of a freak factor about you. Kind
Do
of
you
pick
know who I did think got a bit hard done by?
gone.
Who? What did you say?
Just go say it.
Vito.
Oh, really? I thought you were going to say Jordan Hutchinson.
No, I think Hutchinson got a good looking. I think he was like 12th.
Yeah, is that 11?
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm looking at Vito and I'm like, dude's fucking good.
He was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good.
He got
He was
10.
peeled, he was big,
Yeah.
he was 10th, and I think he could have been like 8th, which is not a
Maybe.
huge jump up.
Yeah, well, he probably could have been more comparable with Brandon and Bonac for sure.
Yeah, I would have been okay if Bonac kind of moved out of that top 10. Like, I think he was, like, he's always like impressive, but I think he was not his best.
Did they gift him a top 10, are you saying?
No, I don't think they gifted it him, but I don't know. I don't know what's plan. I think he said he's going to retire now, hey?
That's why I'm asking you.
Tonio
I
looks
don't know.
good.
Oh man, Tonio looks crazy, but just to
Right. Yeah.
just to circle back on Bonac, I think it's hard because like he's I mean like you can't improve when you're that filled out to begin with, and you have this preconceived expectation of where he's going to land, given how consistent he's been, and
Yeah,
he hasn't really gotten any worse. So I think it's almost like an easy decision for the judges to come to, which is just to put him in that 8th to 10th spot, and then unless you're overwhelming, you're probably not going to get in front of him. And
yeah,
I think was Tonio 8th?
yeah. He was eighth again. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See, that's impressive.
It is. Yeah.
That I mean, yeah, he was crazy, man.
Who do we want to look at?
Brandon looked better than I expected.
Look at Open up Vito just for some context for
Yeah,
what we just
yeah.
talked about.
He was really impressed. I almost think that he was just a little bit. I don't want to say small because he's not fucking small, but I think maybe he just needs to be a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? But his posing was really good. Like compared to what I had been in the past, he fucking nailed it.
I don't think he needs to be bigger. He looks fucking huge.
I don't know what it is, but do you know what I mean? Though, like it's almost like
I don't know what it is with Vito, to be honest. From the back, I think it's the lower lat, but from
Yeah.
pros, he looks fucking nuts.
yeah,
I think he got a pretty fair look in, to be honest. That back lat, I'm not a fan of, but
Yeah, that's true. I didn't like that back lat either. I think his side shots and his front
lacking
shots.
hamstrings as well, pretty majorly.
his fronts were retarded.
Yeah, the front is absolutely insane. So I think it was pretty fair with
Yeah,
where
it was a good
where
shot.
he was put.
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he
Well, I
was
would
good. He
say
was gone.
I suppose that was probably a bit over the top. Me saying he got overlooked. I just think he could have placed higher, but
Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't like an unfair placing.
He looked excited to be there, which was cool as well.
Yeah.
Man, Brandon was good.
Yeah, he was fucking on. He was really, really on. And his legs are very, very impressive. Like,
The comeback.
yeah.
Yeah, good on him. He's been
He's
consistent
peeled.
the last few years.
Healed as fuck.
What did he get at Arnold's this year? He got like fucking fourth, hey. So he's
Yeah.
had a good year.
Still doing good.
I think he got seventh here.
Yeah.
He's fucking peeled, man.
Yeah.
I think he kind of flew under the radar a little bit because he's not in that top six, but I wouldn't have had any kind of major disagreement with his placing if he was ahead of Nick. And it's apples and oranges. I just think Nick's so big, you probably just have to give it to him. But like Brandon was so impressive.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I think Nick, yeah, he just was very flat, or he just. I think it was I don't know if it was over dieted or flat or something. I don't know what it was with Nick, but he just looked slightly deflated than his normal look. He was
He
peeled
was,
out of his fucking mind,
Yeah.
but it was just slightly less impressive than I was expecting.
well, I think he was actually heavier.
But
Like
he,
this.
bro, he was peeled, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, like this is fucked up. Like it was retarded peeled, but almost to the point where, like Jake said, he was just too flat.
It looked like he'd been like using too much T3. Like it sounds crazy to say. Like obviously he's not, but he looked like a little bit over dieted, which sounds weird for Nick. Like he's fucking humongous, but there was just
Mm.
something slightly off with the physique. I don't know if it was tired or inflamed a little bit. I'm not sure, but there was something off.
I think what happened is we can only speculate. I think his tan let him down a lot at prejudging, and I think he kind of knew that, and he wasn't posing and presenting himself in a way that kind of asserts authority or dominance to the rest of the competitors. And he was also just surrounded by so many aesthetically pleasing physiques. And I mean, I said this to you a couple of years ago, Josh. I just didn't think that Nick would ever win an Olympia, and I'd almost kind of changed my mind since then. And this kind of just brings me back to my initial expectation, which is just I just don't think he has the shape to win an Olympia title ever.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Like it's hard because I like Nick as a person and he's someone that I want to see win, but just because I just think he cops so much shit for no real good reason, just because he's fucking has a bigger midsection than most, and it's just someone that I want to see do well because it would just be fucking wholesome. Um, but I don't know. I don't know after this weekend. Like it's hard. Like I'm kind of like, well, what if he brought his Pittsburgh look? Like how would have that gone? So it's an
I didn't like how he hit his front double. He's
no,
just
it was
kind of
like
like
a hybrid between the stretch and the crunch, wasn't it?
he needs to crunch down. It looks so much better because his abs are so deep.
Yeah. Tell you who was fucking impressive. Fuck.
Yeah,
Crazy, bro.
he was peeled out of his mind.
I would have been okay if he beat Samson, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, yeah,
So I had him beating Samson.
yeah. I wouldn't have been mad.
It was like I feel like Martin's always someone that they've said kind of like gets stressed out really quickly when he's on stage, but he looks so calm and it's got to be his best ever, like fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Everything was perfect with him. Like his color was really good. He was peeled, peaked really well. Posing was great. He was yeah calm on stage. Yeah, he looked like he was having a good time. It was really cool. And yeah, like Josh said, I wouldn't have been mad if he beat Samson.
Yeah.
Like Samson really dropped the ball, which is unfortunate. But Martin did not.
His quads are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking nuts. And he knew he was on as well.
Yeah.
Now we'll get to the rest. Is Samson here? Samson, there we go. Like when he kind of came out, we were like, "Fuck, okay." Like I said, like by himself, he looked nuts. But even then, by himself, when he turned to the back, we were like, ah,
And I feel like he just kind of got worse.
on stage, you reckon?
Yeah, like he started flattening out even more.
I heard that as well. A few
Yeah.
people said that.
His quads almost looked a little bit smaller as well, which is crazy because his quads have never really been small. Yeah.
It's weird because looking at this, I don't remember his physique looking that impressive. I think when he stands by himself, it's an incredibly impressive physique because he's obviously peeled and
Then he
he's
does
big,
this.
not small. I mean, the back double, it's very slight. I mean, Andrew beat him on the back double.
Yeah, that's not a Mr. Olympia back double this year.
No, I mean, it arguably wasn't last year, but it was good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was good enough. This year it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on him. His fucking stage presence is always elite anyway.
Yeah.
And Derek was fucking on. He was a perfect mixture of fucking peeled out of his mind and a perfect mixture of full as fuck.
Yeah. He did nail it. The first thing I
Much
saw was his legs, but his legs were fucking pretty perfect as well. Um,
his pec separations improved, his delt separations improved. His biceps still look kind of average, but I think, we're nitpicking and we're looking at body parts that need to be better. He's probably only really got one. I think his quads came up, and his quads, in comparison to the rest of the guys, I think were great. I don't think they need to be any bigger.
No,
no, yeah, you're right.
no, he killed it. Yeah, yeah, fucking is you can't really fucking. Hardy was the only one that I guess was really close to him, you know? Hardy was very on.
He looked fucking nuts. Hardy was my favorite, to be honest. I know I've already said it, but I really liked his look this year.
If we went pose by pose, how many shots do you think Hardy wins?
I would probably have Hardy winning more because I like Hardy Sig more. But
All.
no, I said not all. I said some more.
Oh,
But what I've
it's
heard
all.
is a few people said that Hardy's right leg was quite a bit smaller when they were up close, and you can
I
kind of
heard.
tell as well a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm trying to break it down, and I think Hardy wins front double. I think Hardy wins front lat spread, and he wins ab and thigh.
Yeah,
And I think Derek might just about win the rest. I think back lat spread was weird. Hardy's actually looked insane.
I would have Hardy winning the most muscular personally.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and most muscular goes to Hardy. So that leaves Derek with side chest, side tricep, back double, back lat spread maybe. So it's kind of like 50-50. That's what I mean. It's like
It's
it
fuck.
could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hardy's winning the most muscular all day.
Yeah, I was stoked to hear Urs come out to Ramstein. Yeah, that was one of my fucking highlights of the weekend for sure. Super
How many
impressive.
years,
Gone.
how many years do we give it until Urs wins the Mr. Olympia in the open class?
I don't know if he can't bring this lower back up, I don't think he'll win Olympia.
Yeah. I
If
think
he
that's the
can,
only.
I think triceps as well.
yeah, but his arms definitely improved.
But yeah, that low.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't think. Yeah. I mean, his triceps will definitely come up. I think the question mark is, like you say, just like what's his back going to look like in a few years?
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, it's not great.
Like his back lat spread is okay, but it's
Yeah.
just that back double really is there's just a lot missing there. And I'm not sure if it's a posing thing or not, like because I don't remember it ever looking like that in classic, you know?
Could
But
it be? I'm trying to think of reasons for why it's so average. Could it be that because he's so much bigger than he's ever been, that he just doesn't know how to pose it right? Like he's probably what
exactly what Jake said. Exactly
there
what
we go.
Jake said.
Great minds think alike.
For real. Like I'd be very surprised if it's nerve damage. The guy's fucking 27 years old.
Yeah. I was also thinking because when you have to suck down to that next level of condition, that crispiness, you get extra detail. He is so full and bursting fucking full, like to the max. Does he lose that extra crispness and that extra little bits of lines in the lower lat? Like you can see that he's got that extra fat in his back there. You can literally see it on him. So I don't know, maybe it could be a conditioning thing. I know he's peeled still, but it's not the same level of crisp, sucked out fucking
Yeah.
sharpness that you have when you're in classic. It's not the same.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think
Maybe.
it could be either. And it's not like he
Yeah,
can't grow muscle. He's fucking jacked.
I think it's just a combination of, yeah, he's not posing it correctly. I think he's struggling to pose it, and I think part of that is down to the fact that he's just put on so much size and it might feel a little bit different. It might feel harder to get into. And it's also just not big enough. It just needs to be way bigger.
Yeah,
It's
I would like
certainly,
gone.
certainly not a nerve issue.
No, I would like to shift the focus to something a little bit more important.
Oh yeah. Who's this guy?
Who's this fella? Mate, take it away. You fucking competed. Tell me about it.
Well,
Yeah.
uh,
Where do we start? How was the atmosphere over there in America versus what you're used to, obviously competing in Australia?
uh, Australia is great. America is just as good. I don't think they did anything extra that Australia doesn't do. They were certainly accommodating, and they really looked after us and made sure everybody was all their questions were answered. Nobody was, left by themselves. Everybody kind of had somebody helping them if they needed help. Backstage was relatively easy. There was a lot of helpers there yelling and screaming and tanning ladies to doing touch-ups, and it was really smooth. Yeah, it was run really well. Yeah, I was nervous going into it because obviously it was my first international show, and I thought it would be a little bit different, but it was pretty similar to how it's run backstage in Australia as well. So yeah, I had a really good time even backstage, just chilling with a couple of the other Australian guys, and yeah, it was fucking awesome. Even just chilling backstage, like taking these videos with them guys and meeting all of the international guys, and it was really
It
cool
was,
experience. It was really cool.
sorry to interject, I was just going to say, I mean, I said this to Hannah, it's like Jake has just experienced the closest possible experience to what it would be like competing as a pro athlete
Yeah,
without
it felt
being
like
a
it.
pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
When,
you're back there with highly credible athletes, like very, very good quality athletes. The prestige of the show is right up there. The organization and the way that it's run is right up there. So yeah, what an experience.
yeah, it was fucking awesome. I will never forget it.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout out to Jack, by the way.
yeah, Jack's fucking a legend from Canada. Very cool guy. And then Mr. Johnny, who won the competition, the entire thing, won the pro card. I don't think he should have won the pro card. I think
What do you
he,
mean the overall?
yeah, yeah, the overall. I think the guy who won was it Class B.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fucking awesome, Reese. He was really, really
Oh,
impressive.
Tom.
Um, I think he should have won the overall, and maybe Johnny in second and the other guy third. But
Oh,
what it is,
I that is one decision that I cannot get my head around, which is Reese not winning the overall. This guy, not there we go. Where is he? You just went past him.
Yeah, no, but it was this guy.
he was
Yeah.
super, super impressive.
He was just fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Like
He's
incredible.
the overall.
yeah.
Like,
I don't know how he
straight
did
up.
win it.
He was so overwhelming, man. Like fucking just nuts.
Big time.
So impressive. So fucking impressive.
Yeah,
He was inside out.
Mm.
So yeah, look, I agree. I had him as well, but it is what it is, you know.
yeah.
No, I don't think he cared.
No,
Got a fucking pro card, doesn't matter.
yeah. And I was super happy with the look, like overall, like that backstage video. Just like you were saying, that when I took that video, looked at it, and I was like, "Fuck!" I feel like this is what a pro does. Like this feels like the pro experience. Um, it was super fucking cool. It
So,
just being here, like in Vegas at the Airbnb, taking the check-in photos in the kitchen, like prepping all the meals, all that kind of stuff. Like that is so cool to me because I've watched so many hours of other people doing the same thing. So it was super cool to actually experience that and do it for myself and do pretty fucking well. Like I was, I couldn't be happier with the result. I think, I see the potential is there. So I'm pretty confident that I can get it done one day. So just
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
keep trucking along.
So what are your options now moving forward into what's next?
Well, I could get into an off season, get bigger and better, do season A or season C next year, or could, you know, do another pro qualifier while I'm still in shape, which would be probably Japan, which is in like 5, 6 weeks. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not 100% sure yet what I want to do. So I'm just staying on plan mostly, like 80%, 85%, eating, some of the nice American food over here, enjoying myself a little bit. I had a little bit of a fucking water rebound after the show, which was fucking pretty brutal, to be honest. But that has mostly subsided now, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm looking far better again, which makes me feel much better. So, uh, yeah, I guess we will just see how I'm going over the next couple of weeks of what we want to do moving forward.
Yeah,
So,
there's a few options there. I think should you do Japan, I think that would absolutely rule out season A.
mm,
Should you do season A, then obviously we don't need to worry about Japan or season C next year.
yeah,
So we'll obviously have a conversation, but essentially you're just in a post-show recovery phase
yeah,
ish at the moment where, we're happy for weight to come up a little bit. We're happy to explore a little bit more freedom and flexibility with eating, train for fun, train for the enjoyment, and then, still maintain touching distance within a potential show in the short term. But we'll have a chat about it when you get back home and figure out what the next plan of attack will be.
yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Um,
But
yeah, there's a few options there. I think the way that I see it is which outcome is going to put you in a position where you're going to be completely undeniable.
yeah,
I'm not sure if Japan would put you in that position. It's a bit of a maybe. Do we just do it to see what fucking happens?
yeah. That's my thought process as well, because it's like I know if I took another year off, I could come back so much better, knowing how much better my last off season was and how much more I can still improve on things in that off season, like I could still improve on my adherence to my diet, adherence to my training program and all of that kind of stuff in this next off season. I know I can still be better, sleep, recover, everything, massage, whatever, do it all more, which would then just be an even crazier fucking package the next time. Um,
I also think the biggest change in variables for you is as well as your working situation. You're now, working remotely, working a much more relaxed job that is, still, it's specific to bodybuilding as well. It's motivating and it keeps you interested in what you're doing because obviously you're encouraging your clients to do likewise. So, um, yeah, you've got a few problems, but good problems nonetheless in terms of your decision and what step you want to make next.
Yeah, it's been a pretty fucking hectic, pretty fucking hectic 6 months where everything has kind of just completely flipped on its head. And I'm super grateful. And yeah, it's fucking nuts. But it is what I've been working for the last 10 plus years. So
Absolutely,
hanging on.
absolutely. Um, Josh, have you been smashing the rice cakes over there like Jake has?
No, not as much as Jake. I started prep today.
Oi,
Yeah.
that's exciting. That's a
Kind of.
top.
We've just, I don't know. Did Jake tell you that I'm staying here for another four weeks?
Mm, no, I don't think so.
Because Maya's going to do the Bahamas show on the 8th of November. She doesn't want to let another opportunity slip, and she feels like if she doesn't do it, she'd regret it. So we're just going to stay this Sunday or this on Monday. We're going to drive back to Vegas and stay there for 3 weeks, and then and then train out of there. Here you go.
Oh, there it is.
Hell yeah.
Chucky.
And train out of there for 3 weeks, then go to Bahamas for a few days and do that show, and then come back, and hopefully she'll come back as a pro, but we'll see how we go.
And not doing Japan.
She'll do Japan as well. We're going to be home for 6 days, and then we fly out to Japan.
Fun.
Boy.
Jet setting. It's going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Big prepping.
Digital nomads.
No shit, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So that puts you at the moment at, well, we don't have official dates yet for season A, I don't
there is
believe. So
official
we're,
dates for the pro qualifier because it is on the NPC website. I'm 28 weeks out from nationals.
so is the pro qualifier, is that the last weekend of April or is that the first weekend of March?
I think it's like the
Oh,
25th of April.
May.
All
So
the
it's the last
all of the regional dates are on there as well, but we obviously don't know what states are in order yet.
And the first regional is the first weekend of April, isn't it? It's like the 5th.
No, no, it's like late March, 30th of March.
Either late March or yeah.
But I can't
Okay.
because I've got a mate's wedding on the 30th that I have to come back to Perth for. So either I stay in Perth and do that show maybe the weekend after, like if it's easier and less stressful on me. But it's hard because I want to do Melbourne. I have a feeling that's going to be first, which I'm going to have to miss out on because I can't miss this wedding, obviously. So it's just a bit of a frustrating situation to kind of have to work around, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out, man.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll get states soon enough once Tony gets back home and kind of gets back settled into the swing of things once he's, I'm sure, had a rest and recovered from fucking crazy season and the Olympia and stuff. So I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm in the next month and a half, 2 months probably, and we'll have a little bit of a clearer vision then. But yeah, we're 28 weeks out of nationals, and then it's like another 4 weeks until Toronto.
Yeah, well, Toronto is the 13th of June, isn't it?
Well, on the website, it actually says it's the 7th and 8th, so maybe you can do it.
Scheming. Scheming.
So I don't know if they've changed the dates back because yeah, the original poster said that, but the dates on the website say the 7th and 8th. There is a pro qualifier in Toronto.
If I did Toronto, would you come down and watch me at Oklahoma the weekend after?
Go see why not? Why not?
We'll
If I
see.
turn pro,
We'll
I'll do
see.
that. So fuck it.
Yeah, I'm at the moment of the opinion that as long as I return back from Vietnam in good enough nick and we're happy, just from a muscularity standpoint, which I think we will be, then I will dive into prep pretty hard and fast and yeah, hopefully do Oklahoma, maybe do Toronto. We'll see.
Yeah.
But that'll be second week
If
of
you come
March.
to Toronto, I'll come to Oklahoma.
So that'll be a pretty short prep, man. So I might even like I'll have a proper chat with Dean about it, but it might even include somewhat doing like a mini kind of pre-prep phase
4 weeks before Vietnam or something.
You could also just
4 weeks before or during Vietnam or something like that, just to make it work.
keep prepping for like the first show and then just do a show 4 weeks later, do a show, another 2 weeks later or whatever after that.
In terms of after Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean I'm prepared to stay over there for like 3 months if I need to.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just keep prepping, just have that first show as a little warm up. You don't even really need to do Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like it's just one that is probably a decent lineup.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do Oklahoma though. I just think because it's so close to Dallas where I'd probably be staying anyway.
Yeah.
Like I could legit just,
Michael, that was cool.
Yeah. We spoke to Michael. He was nice.
oh man, he's such a good dude. He's such a good
I
dude.
know to name drop you as well.
As long as he remembers who I am, that's good. He's hard to get a hold of, that guy. He's so busy and he speaks to so many people each and every single day. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, he's helping a lot of people in this industry.
He
He's
is. It's good. He would just kind of start talking about us being pioneers for more fucking community in Australia. It was cool. It's fun.
he's very wise. He's a very wise guy. He's an absolute gift to the
Yeah.
community, I think.
Yeah, he is. He's good. He's nice. Even just from the short chat that we did have with him.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right.
I need a shit.
Same, actually.
All right. I love you.
Adios, boys.
Later, man.
Love you both. I'll speak to you soon.
Be you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.